That's really interesting on the feet as well. So the feet of a dryer can affect or can cause sensor issues.
Yeah, and so I actually discovered this after a lot of troubleshooting, scratching my head, couldn't
Mm.
figure out what was going on. So everything checked okay on the dryer. What it was doing was they would select the sensor cycle, which of course uses the moisture sensor and will, stop the dryer once it detects that the clothes are dry. So every time they would use it, it would run for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and it would shut down. The clothes were still soaking wet. I checked the sensor checked fine, the control was checking fine, the heat was good, nothing was causing it to prematurely shut down. And I spent, 30 minutes, an hour maybe, taking this thing apart, checking everything, putting it back together, couldn't figure it out. Then finally, what I discovered was the moisture sensor in a dryer is in one of two places. Either it's right where the lint trap is, kind of on the frame right under the lint trap on the inside, or it's on the very back of the dryer. So let's say the moisture sensor is near the lint trap, which is in the front of the dryer. If you adjust the feet so high in the front that as the clothes tumble, the wet clothes do not touch the moisture sensor, because it's all towards the back, because it's raised up and so everything's pushed towards the back, then it's going to think that clothes are dry because they're not even touching the sensor. That ended up is what the issue was. So we just adjusted the feet and it was good to go.
Wow, that's some real detective work going
Yeah,
into that
yeah, it
one.
was sometimes it's the simplest thing that's the hardest to discover. It's
Yeah, definitely. That's crazy.